Okay, we're on the site of the Yulee sugar mill ruins. As anyone who's ever been here before knows, this is in front of a very popular road. Not terribly fast, but busy. David Yulee built the first railroad across the state. He was also the first United States Senator from Florida after statehood was achieved. He owned and operated this sugar mill and supplied the Confederacy with the molasses and syrup and sugar that this operation produced. He had a home, a mansion out on Tiger Tail Island. And what I'm told by fairly reliable sources, there's nothing left of that anymore. That home was burnt down in 1864 by federal raiders. And after that, this operation ceased to continue. This was not burnt down. They never got this far, but once his home was destroyed and this area was basically unsafe for Confederate people, he basically never came back here. And this just basically ceased operation. So this is the entire operation. This is the guts of it, I should say, not the entire operation. It was a plantation lands all around here growing sugar cane, from which the molasses, sugar, and syrup were extracted. Molasses and sugar are the same thing. I mean, molasses and syrup, rather. It's just a different consistency, slightly different consistency. But this is one of the most complete ruins in existence. That remain from that time period. The original equipment left over from back in the day. That wood's not going to be original. That wouldn't have lasted that long. But the boilers are. These are the various kettles where it was the material, the raw material of the sugar cane was ladled from pot to pot and kettle to kettle, I should say, and refined down to what became sugar. Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I love all these old operations. Another part of it. This is left over from the 1850s, I'm pretty sure is when this started. Archaeologists have speculated that there was a curing room or purgery right over in front of us here. It would have been near here somewhere. So here is as good a place as any, based on the construction of other operations of its kind. Now, of course, people who built this would have built others. Or it would have been experienced that. It wouldn't have just been, a couple of laborers just rolled up and said, I can do this. There would have been people who were experienced in sugarcane mill production. Trying not to shake, but there's not much I can do about some of it. Again, there's the machinery for the presses. I think this is interesting. It's sort of a sidebar, but I think it's interesting to note. This leads out to Homosassa River. So this was either constructed for this purpose or it existed here, and he built the mill in this area for this reason. All the stone, all the limestone you see that the mill is constructed out of, there's some of it is brick, but it's surrounded and held into place by the limestone, and that would have been coquina cement. But he would have gotten to and from, so there would have been a landing here. I mean, I don't see any part of it now, obviously, and who knows how long it's been gone. But this would have been where he would have come to and from to get into his home, because it was completely landlocked. And the Florida interior was not, at that time, not a hospitable place. It was very difficult traversing that area. There weren't any roads as we know them. So that's that for this. We're gonna pack it up and head on down the road, find some more stuff.